recent months and Charlottesville revealed the work that lies ahead of us. It has uncovered a lot of things. There's a lot of work ahead in terms of achieving racial equity. I'm hopeful that we as a community can establish love and dignity for all.
As a diverse grassroots coalition committed to confronting and preventing incidents of bias, CRN condemns the recent demonstration of hate, white supremacy, and anti-Semitism that occurred on August 12 in Charlottesville, Virginia. We stand in solidarity to promote beloved, violence-free communities. We sincerely express our heartfelt condolences to the families who lost their dear ones and prayers for those healing from this heinous incident. Whenever there are acts of hate, we affirm the greater power of acceptance, unity, and love. And with that, we're going to start our event today.
I'm here representing Mayor Eric Papenfuss, as I'm a proud member of the Mayor's Interfaith Advisory Council. I'm joined by other members of the council here with me today as well. When Mayor Papenfuss took office, one of his first directives was to ask the religious leaders throughout the city to come together as an advisory body to assist him and his staff in apprising them of issues in the city from a faith community perspective. Mayor Papenfuss's desire was that he and his staff, through the Mayor's Interfaith Advisory Council, would send a strong signal throughout the city and beyond that this administration deeply cared about the various denominational communities and the challenges they faced each and every day, so that he and his staff could attempt to stay ahead of developing problems and work on solutions immediately and not be simply reactionary. I'm proud to say that since its inception, the Mayor's Interfaith Advisory Council's membership has grown tremendously and reflects a beautiful mosaic of traditional and non-traditional religious communities throughout the city. We have welcomed representatives from the Baha'i, Buddhist, Christian, Hindu, Jewish, Muslim, Sikh, and Turkish communities, as well as many others. Membership to this advisory council is open to all religious leaders who are committed to making the city of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, a safe haven, a place of peace, harmony, and religious freedom. And that is what brings us here today, this rally for peace. All of us present this afternoon who are law-abiding people of faith were shocked, saddened, and appalled by the events which took place in Charlottesville, Virginia last weekend. Our hearts go out to the family of Heather Heyer, who was tragically killed in that event, and all those who were injured. And although we have come to sadly realize that we are now living a new normal in which we must be constantly vigilant and do whatever we can to protect ourselves and our loved ones, we must work extra hard to make sure that what happened in Charlottesville, Virginia, will never happen here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Is there anybody here who wants to stand against racism today? Yeah. Is there anybody here who wants to stand against anti-Semitism today? Yeah. Is there anybody here who wants to stand against Islamophobia? Yeah. Is there anybody here who wants to stand against homophobia? Yeah. Is there anyone here who wants to stand against gender bias? Is anybody here who wants to speak up for unity today? Then you are in the right place. Give yourselves a hand today.
It's not your organizations. It's not your labels. It's not your titles. It's not your colleges and universities. Racism, discrimination, they're personal. Until we get past the Crayola problem, like our children do at age 2, 3, and 4, we will continue down the downward spiral until we rise up as men and women in our homes, in our communities, in our states, we will continue down a downward spiral. Let us say this afternoon. I will put racism, discrimination to rest. Say it with me. I will put racism, discrimination to rest. Amen.
We are here together to decry what happened last Shabbat, a week ago Saturday. We are here to stand together with people who are all created in God's image, each and every one of us. And we are here together to say it is time to deal with racism in our country, to deal with the fear that has been building over the past year or two over entitlement and the blessings that each and every one of us should be receiving and expecting. And it is time to stand together as an American people, we the people, to embrace each other and to say that love is always going to be stronger than hate. Love is always going to be stronger than fear, and that God commands us to love our neighbors as ourselves, and that is our commitment to each other as Americans and as human beings. Thank you.
Governor Tom Wolf and his advisory commissions on African American affairs, Asian Pacific American affairs, Latino affairs, and the Pennsylvania Commission for Women, we stand united in condemning the hatred and bigotry of white supremacists last weekend that was demonstrated in Charlottesville, Virginia. Governor Wolf has stated that, let's be clear, white nationalists are racist, and racism is un-American. The white supremacy rally that was held in Charlottesville last weekend does not reflect the values we hold as Pennsylvanians and as Americans. Violence and racism have no place in America. America will always be a nation built by people of diverse backgrounds and united by shared rights and freedoms, and we are stronger for it. So I serve as the Executive Director of Governor Wolf's Advisory Commission on Asian Pacific American Affairs. On behalf of my commission, wanted to share with you that we are committed to ensuring, as well as the other advisory commissions, that Pennsylvania remains a welcoming place for all people of all faiths, of all creeds, of all sexual orientations, of all nationalities here in the Commonwealth. Our diverse communities know all too well the experiences of oppression and racism, from the Chinese Exclusion Act of 1882 to Jim Crow laws, to women who are not allowed to vote or own property, to Japanese incarceration during World War II, to discrimination faced by our LGBTQ+ communities, to our own Muslim communities who experience Islamophobia, and our immigrant and refugee communities who experience Islamophobia and xenophobia, as well as discrimination. Our nation has had more than its share of racism and oppression. But our differences are our strengths as a country and as a Commonwealth, and have made Pennsylvania a desirable place for people from all walks of life to live and work. Our diverse views and our cultures, religions, and shared life experiences contribute to the creation of this melting pot we call home. Thank you all very much.
I condemn all the hatred and racism. Please allow me to say, a true believer of God, Muslim, Catholic, Christian, Jewish, Buddhist, Hindu, any religion, if you love God, then there should be no place for hatred in your heart. If you need to hate something, please nature itself. Hate the sin, not the sinner. Hate the disease and the problem, but not the patient. Hate the crime, not the criminal. We have to love each other. And we need peace, dialogue, mutual respect more than ever.